Break the rules, man. Break the rules. If you are stuck in your TMS recovery, it might not be at all. You haven't found the right technique yet. Like if you're still searching and you're still trying for new things, including probably finding my channel and looking for a new voice in the whole community, well, welcome. And I am a new voice because I think I do have some different opinions, including this one. Break the rules. Break the rules. If you are stuck in your TMS recovery, break the rules. You're probably still following some TMS, Mindbody Syndrome, Neuroplastic symptom recovery rules. I mean, I know I am for sure. And I've reached the point in my recovery where I'm like, okay, I gotta let things go now. I've been in this for a long time. And to give you the time frame, because people always want time frames, I know I wanted time frames. And I know for some of you, this is gonna seem like a long time. And I think for other people, it's gonna seem really short. But if you're new here and you haven't watched my other videos, I started with my TMS recovery on May 1st of 2025, and it is now July 19th of 2026. So I consider that I've been doing this for like a year and so like 14 months, getting towards 15 months. And I would say that I am really far along in my recovery because I do what I want to do every day, except a little bit with the TMS rules. You know, I was thinking about this yesterday because I made a short about it because I ran 5 days in a row and I wasn't even really needing to run because I still have this whole like graded exposure, like not overdoing it thing, which like for sure when you first start out is important, but like I'm really well beyond that. Like I started running on May 31st of 2025 and I've been running consistently since then with maybe like the longest breaks, like 6 days, 5 days when I went on vacation. Like I've been running consistently, like other than just scheduling conflicts. So like I don't need to do that anymore. So why am I still so stuck on being like, I can only run a certain number of days in a row or do a certain number of miles or whatever, because I don't want to like overload my nervous system? Because I was thinking about it more yesterday after I made that short, and I'm like, yes, the fear of injury, it still lingers because like it was just so ingrained into me, and like not even necessarily so much by doctors. Like the doctors are more the realists, but like just people in the running community who I realize like most of them have TMS, especially if you're like a daily runner or a marathon runner or like a hardcore runner. Like you got a certain type of personality for that, and it's a personality that usually develops TMS. So I'm starting to break the rules, and today I broke the rule again because this is the 6th day of running in a row. Yes, 6th day of running in a row. And probably some people would just say, well, that's just like OCD and then you just have a compulsive exercise problem, but you're missing the point. The point is to prove to myself that my body is capable and healthy, and it's not like I just was sitting on the couch for like a year and decided to start running every day. Even then, someone can do that. People do that all the time without hurting themselves. Oh, there's just so much crap out there. I mean, there's really an entire industry about running injuries and like appropriate footwear so you don't hurt yourself, and like all like the braces and things like that. Like, oh my God, all the knee stuff. Oh, I went deep into that. I admit it. I went deep into that before I knew I had TMS. I literally have probably like every kind of brace that you can put on your lower body, like thigh sleeve, knee sleeve, calf sleeve, ankle brace, like the ones that go around like your feet that are for plantar fasciitis, even though I never had plantar fasciitis. So many, so much wasted money. Okay, so I know I'm talking a lot about me and I'm talking a lot about running, but like it's not about the running. It's about whatever activity that you want to do that you still have rules around. So if you are still eating like 5 safe foods and like it's better than 2, thank God, when you only used to eat, I don't know, like apples and steak or like chicken and rice or whatever it was, like great, you have now 5 foods that you can eat. But are you like still doing the graded exposure for that? Being like, oh, if I add in the 6th food, it's going to be a setback because it's like going to overload my nervous system. Or if you have chronic fatigue, every time you push your supposed limit and you get a flare, just feeling like you're back to the very beginning again and not continuing to push yourself. Because that's then just showing the brain, oh, I was right, that was too much. We need to turn on the alarms of making you really tired and fatigued again. So yeah, unpopular opinion maybe. Maybe you need to break the TMS rules. Maybe you have just been stuck too much in the recovery phase of like, I need to do things super, super slowly, graded exposure, not pushing my nervous system, making sure that I'm doing like all the things to keep myself regulated and feel calm and feel safe. Maybe that's not the answer anymore. If you've been stuck for a while, you know this stuff. You are far along enough in your recovery where you get it. You get how it happens. You get that if you are pushing yourself, you might have a flare. And who cares? Because you know it will go away again. You know it will go away again because it has for you. And even if it hasn't, which like I'm sure you can see just the times that it has reduced a little bit. You've seen it happen for so many other people. So many other people it has happened for. So you know this stuff. So just give it a try. Don't be so rigid in all of it. Don't be so rigid in all of it. Because, you know, that's the phase that I'm kind of in now. Where like, I just don't need the things that I needed early on in my recovery. And if I want to run a 7th day in a row tomorrow and make it a week, because that has actually been a secret goal for some time now. I haven't done it in over 2.5 years. I think 6 days in a row, I definitely haven't done in over 2.5 years. So 7 days, whew, that would be awesome. You know what? Normal people may or may not run 7 days in a row. It might be a little extra than a normal person, but it doesn't mean I need to do it again. I don't need to become a daily runner again like I used to be, because I know that was a little overboard, but there's nothing wrong with doing it once in a while because I'm recovered. So I don't still need to follow the strict rules. Will I continue to do TMS recovery methods for the rest of my life? At this point, I think some of it, because you know, it's made my life better and it's stuff that I enjoy doing. Like I really enjoy journaling. I really love just like sitting outside and doing nothing. I've learned to like be able to love that when something like that was completely intolerable before. And so you can imagine how my brain got stuck in fight or flight because I literally could just never stop and do nothing. And I see now how important it is to express and feel my emotions because I didn't do that for decades. So those are some things that I'm going to incorporate for the rest of my life because it's changed my life for the better. All right, guys, what do you think? Is it time to break the rules if you're stuck? I think so. Comment below. Let me know what you think or if you're going to give it a try.